Yeah, I just didn't want to do a regular job, and so that's where it appealed to me. I didn't mind the travel. I might mind it now, but I know it's necessary. I'm gonna have to do a bunch of traveling to get this thing to where I want it to get to. You know what I mean? To be just so independent that I can call my own shots. So I'm down.
Depending on what career you want to have. You have a great career, but you also have something else. You're also very funny.
Mm-hmm.
And for you to take over this motherfucker like you're supposed to, you got to get allies.
Right.
So you got to go to every state and get one representative. Dania Edwards is the baddest motherfucker, smoothest black dude working right now. Live nomination, you know what I'm saying? Fuck Billy D. Williams, he's done.
It's hilarious.
And little by little, bam, 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 and all of a sudden you have these little ports that got you. It's like when these presidents, isn't the big thing fucking Iowa?
Yeah.
They get the signs like fucking Momos, and they're out there, a bunch of white people vote for this fucking idiot. Same thing with stand-up.
Right.
We got to get out there.
Right.
It's hard. It's rough on your family. It's rough on you at a certain age, but it's also fun.
Right.
It's rough till you get to your hotel room, and now you go into work mode. Now you go into animal mode. You know. Right. This is where I am. Last time I was here, I got my dick sucked. I went to this place. They got good wings. Let's talk about those wings. Let's talk about the dirty hoes in this town. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. And now you become a bond with that town, and you keep building. This time you go, you sell 300 tickets. The next time it's 450. The next time, now you haven't been there a year and a half. So now you're going to double up and get 800 tickets.
Right.
You're ready for a small theater. Now you got to go back and get that hump over. Now you're ready for a 1,000-seater. And this is it. But I was talking to Josh Wolf this morning, and he was asking me how I felt. And I told him, for me right now at this part of my life, I didn't think I'd be doing this, Ian.
Right.
I didn't think I'd be picking up my package and going to Salt Lake City and to Denver and to Boston. But this is it.
Right.
This is what we signed up for. Whether you're 52 or 22, this is what you signed up for. So I've fallen in love with it.
Right.
Again, because of the social media aspect of it.
Right.
I'm seeing motherfuckers I communicate with an Avalon. What do they call that shit?
Avatar,
Avalon, Avatar, whatever the fuck it is. And all of a sudden there they are in front of you shaking your motherfucking hand. So the experience came through.
Right.
It really came full circle, this thing. That started on a fucking wire. This is on a wire. We're doing this whole show on a fucking wire.
Right.
This is a wire. We have put our videos on this fucking wire. 20 years ago, a comic, Richard Pryor, couldn't go home and put his setup in the comedy store on a wire.
Right.
If you're serious about this game, you could put your setup every night on the fucking YouTube.
Right.
And it's the same thing as going on the road. You're picking up allies. That's a different avenue.
Right.
You know, you do a Comedy Central special. Comedy Central airs it Friday twice and once on Sunday. And then what are you going to do? You're going to go backwards and go on Showtime? Who has Showtime? Who has Showtime?
He said, who has Showtime?
Yeah, fucking people who are perverts that want the whole thing with the blonde chick that comes out and talks to you. That chick's hot. She saved my life in hotels a couple of times. That little blonde chick, she's like just like Felicia Michaels. If you close your eyes, you think it's fucking Felicia Michaels.
Hilarious.
Who?
This girl on Showtime, and they do a half-hour show, and she does the whole show naked.
Oh, Katie Morgan, I think.
I think that's her name. Really cute, blonde, squeaky voice.
Yeah.
And she talks about sucking dick and eating ass, and she plays video, and she'll talk about the history of finger banging. And it goes back to the caveman.
history of finger banging.
Yeah.
I love that.
No, this is, listen, shit. I didn't think I'd be on the fucking road at this age.
Right.
I thought I would just be collecting checks from the sitcom I did as The Neighbor.
Right, right.
I had just done the 7-year run on The Neighbor down at fucking, what's my favorite? There's another studio I like.
CBS Radford?
Like I just went to CBS Rap at the Studio City. What do you want for lunch, Joe? How about a little sushi dang? Give me the chicken teriyaki white meat and double up on the salad and a few pieces of albacore, because that's how they roll over there.
Right.
That's what I thought. But no, it didn't turn out that way. So, but sometimes you want to go to China, but you end up in fucking Japan.
Right.
So it's the same difference.
This shit is just more powerful.
I love it.
Like this wire you
this
talking
wire
about.
Is a bad motherfucker
This
right
wire
here.
helps me not have to depend on somebody else telling me who I'm going to be, how far I'm going to get. And there's beauty in this wire. It's like control your own destiny in this wire.
There's no more excuses.
There's no more excuses in this
I don't
wire.
give a fuck whether you live in Metuchen, New Jersey, or fucking Iowa. You want to do something now on this whole thing. You want to show me what you got. It's a. You know what? If you got an iPhone now, you can go on Periscope and show me what you got.
Yeah.
It's that simple. And if you're that good, you'll shine through.
Yeah.
It's that fucking simple. You could go into training now at the age of 9. You could do a show in your fucking bedroom if you're 9. Look at Cassius Morris.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
In 5 years, Cassius Morris is gonna be fucking Johnny Carson. You know.
But it adds a lot of pressure, though.
What's the pressure?
That now you don't have an excuse. A lot of people
No,
like
you
to make
don't have an
excuses.
excuse. Yeah, you don't have an excuse.
Yeah, but the cream rises to the crop. But whoever was making excuses, then see you later. And then the people that don't care about excuses, they're about going out there and getting it. They'll get it. The only thing is sometimes some people have more balls than talent, but I can't get mad at somebody with more balls than talent. At least they're using their balls.
That's how I look at it. That it's all mixed in some way or another. You know, you say whatever you want to say. This kid made $100 million. What's the? You can't touch this. Can't touch this. What's his name?
Hammer?
Yeah, that motherfucker used to sell albums in front of the comedy store.
Yeah,
The people
yeah.
coming out of the comedy
did?
store.
No way.
Chewy will tell you. Those door people tell you the stories. They still remember him. You know, he was a bat boy for fucking the Oakland A's.
Yeah.
You know, this. Sometimes you hear these stories, and this is what it. Lee, where the fuck were we? We were talking about the desire. Ian, tell Lee about the desire to be good at stand-up. What goes through your heart? What goes through your soul when you sign your name and your last on the fucking list, and you see a dude up on stage that's killing him at the end of your fucking open mic thing, and you're funnier than he is, but you can't tell him what the desire. How many times do you want to go on stage? What do you think about all day? Do you think about anything else when you want to fucking be good at comedy?
It's like it's something like you're in a job where you have to kind of prove yourself every time you get on stage, and you have to accept that this is what I do. I got to prove myself. And the desire to, like, this is a funny thing where if you don't do as much as you can, somebody will catch you from behind. And if you don't do as much as you can, you'll never catch the people ahead of you. And so you just always have to stay on your toes and keep working and keep grinding, keep writing, and trying to figure out ways how to gain inches on the person in front of you and on the person behind you. But you have to love to want to do that. You know, you gotta love to want to accomplish something. Then it's for you. Then it's easier. You know what I mean? Like, I always want to be funny. I like hanging around with young comics. I think more than, it's like some older comics, they get like bitter or they just get tired and wear down. Like, young comics inspire me. Like, oh, these people are hungry and they look up to me. So I don't want them to never not look up to me, like the way I'm not looking up to this older guy who's just like, just mailing it in.